We often think of training as a deliberate act involving treats and commands, but for a cat, learning doesn't only happen during those moments. It's happening all the time. Cats are constantly observing their environment. Because they are highly sensitive to the stability of their social group, they quietly study the people they live with. You're not just their owner, you're part of their environment. Cats quietly read your body language, your tone, and your energy to decide whether the world feels safe. In this video, we're exploring 8 specific things your cat is learning from you, even when you never say a word. Number 1. Your cat learns your emotional baseline. Cats are incredibly observant. They don't just look at your face, they notice the small changes in your body, like how tense your shoulders are, how fast you're breathing, or how stiff your posture feels. Over time, as they live with you day after day, they quietly learn what your normal state looks like. That becomes their reference point. When you feel stressed, sad, or angry, your body changes in subtle ways. Your breathing may become shorter. Your movements might feel heavier or tighter. Your cat picks up on that shift almost immediately. If these changes happen often, your cat can become more alert and cautious. Some cats will follow you closely, almost like a little shadow, trying to stay near and monitor what's going on. Others may step back and keep their distance to protect themselves. They're not simply reacting to your mood, they're responding to the overall sense of safety in the environment you create. To them, your emotional state shapes the atmosphere of the home. If you've ever noticed your cat reacting to your stress before you even spoke, give this video a like, because that bond is real. Number 2. Your cat learns what gets your attention. In your cat's world, your attention is incredibly valuable. Cats are very smart about where they spend their energy. If a behavior doesn't get a reaction, they usually drop it. But the moment something you do responds to their action, they take note. They quickly learn which behaviors make you look at them, talk to them, or move toward them. And here's the part many owners don't realize. Even if you're shouting no, or gently pushing them away from the counter, that still counts as attention. From your cat's point of view, the mission worked. They did something, and you responded. They learn exactly what scratching the sofa does, what jumping on the table triggers, and which actions get the fastest reaction from you. So you're not just living with their habits. In many ways, you're helping shape them, moment by moment, through the attention you give. Number 3. Your cat learns your daily rhythm. Cats are incredibly sensitive to routine. They don't just notice your schedule, they actually adjust their internal clock around it. Over time, they learn the small signals that happen before you leave the house, the sound of your keys, the way you put on your shoes, even the scent of a jacket you only wear to work. They also recognize the little morning rituals that lead to their first meal. Your habits slowly become the structure of their day. Because your routine is predictable, your cat knows when it's safe to relax deeply and when it's time to be alert or ready for interaction. They plan their rest and their social energy around you. So when your rhythm suddenly changes, it doesn't just confuse them for a moment, it can throw off their internal timing. That shift may lead to stress behaviors, restlessness, or clinginess, simply because the pattern they rely on has been disrupted. Number 4. Your cat learns how safe the environment is. Your cat actually uses you as their safety compass. When there's a loud noise, a sudden movement, or a stranger walking into the house, they don't just focus on the situation itself. They look at you. They watch your face, your body, your tone. This is something called social referencing. It simply means they check your reaction to understand how they should feel. If you stay calm and steady, you're silently telling your cat that everything is under control, that their territory is still safe. But if you jump, tense up, or react with panic, they take that as confirmation that there really is danger. Your cat forms a picture of the world based on how you respond to it. If your reactions are stable, they learn that the environment is predictable and safe. If your reactions are intense or anxious, they may start seeing threats everywhere. Number 5. Your cat learns the meaning of your tone. Not your words. Your cat might recognize certain sounds, like their name, but what they truly pay attention to is not the words themselves. It's the tone of your voice, the melody, the pitch, the rhythm. That's what really speaks to them. So your cat learns to connect certain tones with certain feelings. When you speak in a soft, steady, gentle voice, their body starts to relax. That calm tone becomes a signal of safety and comfort. It helps them settle down and feel secure around you. But when your voice becomes sharp, tense, or unpredictable, they pick up on that instantly. Even if your words are harmless, the emotional pressure in your voice can create stress for them. Cats are incredibly sensitive to these shifts. In a way, they filter out the language itself and tune straight into your emotional energy. They can tell the difference between real anger and simple frustration just by listening to how you say things. Number 6. Your cat learns how physical boundaries work. Every time you interact with your cat, you're teaching them something about trust and respect. When you notice their tail flicking, their ears turning back, or their body starting to tense, and you stop petting them or let them walk away, you're showing them that their quiet signals matter. You're telling them, "I see you, I understand," and that builds a strong sense of safety between you. But if you ignore those signals and keep holding them, squeezing them, or continuing to pet them when they're clearly uncomfortable, they learn a different lesson. They learn that subtle communication doesn't work, and when quiet signals fail, they feel they have no choice but to speak louder. That's when you see hissing, swatting, or even biting. So in a very real way, every day you're teaching your cat whether they can trust you to listen, or whether they need to protect themselves just to be heard. Number 7. Your cat learns how to regulate through you. This is the phenomenon of co-regulation. A cat's nervous system is highly plastic and often mirrors the state of the humans they trust. If you move calmly, speak softly, and sit with a steady presence, your cat's body begins to relax too. Their heart rate slows down. Stress hormones naturally decrease. They feel safe because your energy feels safe. But if your movements are rushed, loud, or unpredictable, it becomes much harder for your cat to settle. Even inconsistent handling can make them feel unsure about what's coming next. Cats actually learn how to calm themselves by watching how you manage the space around them. If you create a peaceful, steady environment, your cat is more likely to feel balanced and secure. But when the energy around them is unpredictable or tense, they live in a permanent state of high alert. Number 8. Your cat learns what normal affection feels like. Your cat doesn't automatically know what healthy affection feels like. They learn it from you. The way you reach out, the way you touch them, the timing and pressure of your hand. All of that becomes their standard for what social interaction means. If your touch is calm, predictable, and focused on the areas they naturally enjoy, like the cheeks or under the chin, your cat begins to associate contact with safety and comfort. In their mind, being close to you feels easy and rewarding. They relax because nothing unexpected happens. But if affection is sudden, too intense, or directed at sensitive areas like the belly or paws without warning, your cat starts to feel unsure. Even if they love you, they may hesitate. You might notice them coming close, then pulling away. That inner conflict happens because they want connection, but they also want to avoid feeling overwhelmed. With every gentle stroke, you're shaping their comfort zone. Over time, you're teaching them whether closeness feels safe or stressful. When you master your own baseline, you provide the ultimate gift to your cat, a world that is predictable, a guardian who is stable, and a home that is truly safe. Which of these lessons have you noticed your cat reflecting back at you? Share your observations in the comments. And if you're curious about the dangerous mistakes owners make when leaving their cats alone, click the video on the screen now.